Hey up YouTube, so I'm stuck in traffic on the way to a job, and what I want to do is talk about Groundsfest. So Groundsfest is tomorrow, and excuse me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a beginning part, the middle part is in showing you around the show, and the end part is in the after show. It's all going to be one video, it's not going to be 3 parts, that'd be ridiculous. But what I want to do, I've never been to it, I've seen online, there has been quite a bit of hype this year. There's been a few YouTubers talking about it. Some of the videos I've watched, some I haven't. So I'm going into it with a very much, not a closed mind, but a very much sort of open mind to it, and I don't know too much about it. And I quite like that, so I'm going to keep this brief. My plan for it tomorrow is me and my friend are going round, so fundamentally we want a good day out. So that's the first thing. I want to say afterwards whether I had a good day or a bad day. Now I'm going to hopefully purchase some new equipment. I'll have a look around and I'll make my mind up when I'm there. I've got one big purchase in my head, which will probably be a couple of grand, and then I've got smaller purchases. From what I can gather, there is people there selling stuff. Now, I'd like the new stove blower, because my old ones, well, bits keep falling off it. And there's a couple other little bits I need, or I want, should I say. So I'm very much going with, hopefully, with the idea of purchasing them. Now, am I being a bit forward in the fact that I'm going to say I hope there's a nice juicy show discount? So that's the next part. I want to see if it's worth going for, other people. So if I go there and say, because I will be looking around, going to do, as I said, the middle part talking about it, and I'm hoping to show people, or I'm hoping that there is like juicy show discounts there. So because that to me is the whole purpose of these going shows, where you're turning up, people are willing to make the trip to go and see these shows. The machinery's there, and from what I can gather, it's an industry-wide thing. That it's, when I used to go to like the shooting trade shows, there'd always be some form of show discount. In a weird sort of way, it was always to thank people who are willing to sort of drive there to see the exhibitors, see the stands, and they're going to get a discount in return. So we'll see. And I look at it in a constructive way, because people quite often say about these things and it's an expensive day out, they don't get value for money. Well, my answer to that is yes, if you go and you get ripped off for parking, ripped off. So Soltex is free to enter and this is free to enter. It's free parking as well, from what I've gathered. So if you go there and you can get free entry, even if they rip you off for the food, you've got the fuel down there, whatever, hotel. But if you're looking at spending a couple of grand and a tool manufacturer knocks you 10% off, well, you've saved 200 quid in essence. And that 200 quid is then used to sort of pay for the fuel and the exorbitant food costs. That's how I see it in my head. So again, I want to have a good time, look around, have a mooch around, and hopefully get a good value for money, pick up some goodies. And another thing as well is to meet people, talk to people. Me and my friend are both very chatty, so hopefully I've met other people. But I'm going there as Sam, not going there as some, quasi influencer. I don't like that term too much, to be fair. For me, doing YouTube is an outlet, not a way of people, talking to. Well, I don't mind that, but you know what I mean. I'm not there for the, in air quotes, YouTube fame. But it would be nice to talk to people. I am a chatty sort of guy. So that's it. Good time, maybe get a bit of a discount, but at the very least to be able to get what I need to get. If it is that you go and it's the opposite to that, I will be quick. I'll just tell you, I'll just say, because I think a lot of people now think with the wallets, and if you go there and it's more than a main dealer, it's more than online, it's the food's crap, parking's crap, or it's idiocy signpost, or you can't work out where's what and all that. I'll tell you, and I'll bear it in mind. Previously, I think I've done 2 Soltexes, and I've always enjoyed them, if I'm being honest with you. I think Groundsfest have got a lot more to offer, just from what I've seen online, but I'm always willing to be wrong. And if it is that one's better than the other, well, I'll give you a verdict on that. So this is the first part. Second part, you'll see me mention on the show. And third part, we'll do a little, this will be the next day probably, and I'll tell you whether I've ticked all those sort of goals. See you in a bit. Right, so let's just wrap this video up then, guys. So Groundsfest was yesterday. You should have seen all the pictures and stuff. I should have put that up in the video. Did I have a good time? Yes, I did. I really did. We'll just wrap this all up now. Yeah, I had a really good time. It was really enjoyable. It was relaxing, and it was a good day. We got there at 9:30. We left at 2:30, and then it was 2 hours travel back. So I got home at 4:30. So it was a good full day for me. And the reason I mentioned how long we're there, because typically at Soltex, we're only there an hour, 2 hours. Walk around, have a look, that's it. Groundsfest, you can't compare the two, but you can. Because I think Soltex, it's more geared up for dealers, it's more geared up for the procurement officers, you know what I mean, the suits. But yet it's marketed for all ground workers. So that's how you've got to look at it. Groundsfest to me is doing both. You've got, you see the people there, like the procurement officers and the people who buy for councils, but then you see the one-man bands, the gardeners, all that. So there is a good mix of the two. And no, I really enjoyed it. I had a really good time. I met a lot of people that I've seen on YouTube, so it's nice to meet them. And a couple of people from YouTube coming, who watch me come up and have a chat. That's always nice. I did talk to a couple of companies about maybe doing some YouTubey stuff. We'll see. I don't like to count the chickens, but at the same time, it's an incentive for me to keep doing this. If you get a little bit of something back from it, it's not all about that, but we can't all deny it. It is nice to get something like that back. I did purchase some new equipment. I bought a new shovel, which I'll show you in the back, or I'll put a picture of it up. And that's, it's a root slayer thing. I did buy one other thing, but I'll probably mention that in a separate video, because I think again wanted to do something YouTubey with that, and I think it's a good idea, and I paid for it with my own money, and I paid for it there and then. For me, it's all about, I won't show something I don't think's good, and I think that's a good idea. It's a really good idea, so I'll cover that at some point in a later video. But no, we had a good time, we really did. It's just something just that little bit different, something that's just that little bit, it's quirky in the sense, and what I mean by that is it was very overwhelming. There was so much stuff there. Me and my friend walked around everywhere, and on the way out we were like, oh, like Cress, they were on their own little pod with all different stuff. I'm like, oh, we'll go down there, and we went down there, and like, bloody hell, we've not been down this area yet. So we did, we had a really good time. Would I go again? Definitely, in a heartbeat. I'd go next year. My friend said he'll go with me next year again. So yeah, it's really good. It's really well set up, it's really well organised. The food, we had a couple of butties and a couple of drinks. It come to 18 quid, but you are going to pay more. It's it's stuff like that, but it's free parking. As the event paid for itself, potentially, because it's how you look at it. It really is. I didn't see any big juicy show deals that appealed to me, but I think if you were a big company or a small company and you keep your eyes open, there's stuff there that can save you money in the long run. We saw this post puller, and you can use it to pull trees, and I thought, what a really good idea, where it almost straddles a tree or the post. You tie the post on and you pull it out with like a pump. And I was thinking, what a good idea that is. Like a really good idea. And I'm thinking ground workers or any team like that, they could have something like that and it'll pay for itself in no time. And I'm thinking, what a good idea. And they said that they do rentals as well. So you don't even have to commit to buy one. You can rent it for a day, get all the posts out, all the trees, all the shrubs, and you can be on your way with it. I thought, really good idea. So yeah, that's that video, in brief. Had a good day. Want to go again? Definitely. Let me know, did you have a good day, and did you buy anything? Have a good day, guys.